Unit 115. Unless, as long as, provided, providing. Unless. Study this example situation. The club is for members only. You cannot go in unless you are a member. This means you cannot go in except if you are a member. You can go in only if you are a member. Unless, except if. Some more examples of unless. I will see you tomorrow unless I have to work late. Except if I have to work late. There are no buses to the beach. Unless you have a car, it is difficult to get there. Except if you have a car. Shall I tell Liz what happened? Not unless she asks you. Only if she asks you. Sally hates to complain. She would not complain about something unless it was really bad. Except if it was really bad. We can take a taxi to the restaurant, unless you would prefer to walk. Except if you would prefer to walk. Instead of unless, it is often possible to say if, not. Unless we leave now, we will be late, or if we do not leave now, we will be as long as, provided, providing. As long as or so long as, provided that or providing that. All these expressions mean if or on condition that. For example, you can borrow my car, as long as, so long as, you promise not to drive too fast. You can borrow my car, but you must promise not to drive too fast. This is a condition. Traveling by car is convenient, providing that, you have somewhere to park. But only if you have somewhere to park. Provided that, the room is clean. I do not mind which hotel we stay at. The room must be clean, otherwise I don't mind. See unless, as long as, etc. for the future. When you are talking about the future, do not use will after unless, as long as, so long as, provided, providing. Use the present tense. See Unit 25. I am not going out unless it stops raining, not unless it will stop. Providing the weather is good, we are going to have a picnic tomorrow. Not providing the weather will be good. Unit 115. Exercises. 115.1. Write a new sentence with the same meaning. Use unless in your sentence. 1. You must try a bit harder or you would not pass the exam. You would not pass the exam unless you try a bit harder. 2. Listen carefully or you would not know what to do. You would not know what to do unless you listen carefully. 3. She must apologize to me or I will never speak to her again. I will never speak to her again unless she apologizes to me. Or unless she apologizes to me, I will. 4. You have to speak very slowly or he would not be able to understand you. We would not be able to understand you unless you speak very slowly, or unless you speak very slowly. 5. Business must improve soon or the company will have to close. The company will have to close unless business improves soon, or unless business improves soon, the company. 115.2. Write sentences with unless. 1. The club is not open to everyone. You are allowed in only if you are a member. You are not allowed in the club unless you are a member. 2. I do not want to go to the party alone. I am going only if you go too. I am not going to the party unless you go too. Unless you are going to. 3. Do not worry about the dog. It will attack you only if you move suddenly. The dog would not attack you unless you move suddenly. 4. Ben is not very talkative. He will speak to you only if you ask him something. Ben would not speak to you unless you ask him something. 5. Today is a public holiday. The doctor will see you only if it is an emergency. The doctor would not see you unless it is an emergency. 115.3. Which is correct? 1. You can borrow my car unless as long as you promise not to drive too fast. As long as is correct. 2. I am playing tennis tomorrow unless, providing it rains. Unless. 3. I am playing tennis tomorrow unless, providing it does not rain. Providing. 4. I do not mind if you come home late unless, as long as you come in quietly. As long as. 5. I am going now unless, provided you want me to stay. Unless. 6. I do not watch TV unless, as long as I have got nothing else to do. Unless. 7. Children are allowed to use the swimming pool unless, provided they are with an adult. Provided. 8. Unless, provided they are with an adult, children are not allowed to use the swimming pool. Unless. 9. We can sit here in the corner unless, as long as you would rather sit over there by the window. Unless. 10. A. Our holiday cost a lot of money. B. Did it? Well, that doesn't matter unless as long as you enjoyed yourselves. As long as. 115.4. Use your own ideas to complete these sentences. 1. We will be late unless we get a taxi. 2. I like hot weather as long as it is not too hot. 3. It takes about 20 minutes to drive to the airport provided there is not too much traffic. 4. I do not mind walking home as long as it is not raining. 5. I like to walk to work in the morning unless I am in a hurry. 6. We can meet tomorrow unless you have something else to do. 7. I can lend you the money providing you pay it back next week. 8. You would not achieve anything unless you take risks.